What's going on, everybody? This is Coach King. I am here today with DFW's own Nike Hoodii. Nike Hoodii is a Season 4 NBA2K League draft prospect after winning the Knicks tournament. He's eligible for a Season 4 draft spot in the NBA2K League. Let me tell you a little something about Nike Hoodii. When I first met Nike Hoodii about 2 years ago, he was playing comp matches inside one of the pods here in Esposure studio. I would go in and check him out and see how he was playing. I check him out for a few seconds. I remember saying a couple times, just tell him to keep on working on his game and keep working hard at his game. So fast forward about 2 years later, and we sitting here with the possibilities of Mr. Nike Hoodii being drafted in Season 4 for the NBA2K League. So tell me, sir, how do you feel about this process? Tell your fans and everybody about your gaming experience. What made you choose gaming? I know you're in school. What made you choose the gaming route? And just let people know about yourself and what you plan to accomplish during this draft process and being drafted in the NBA2K League.
Well, how I got started was I was actually a big-time Madden player.
Okay.
I was just playing, and then my friends, they all got involved in 2K. And I had nothing to do one night. I'm like, what are y'all up to? There's like, oh, we're on 2K. This is 2K17. So I just started playing Park with them, and then it just became something to do.
Yep.
And it started just playing with friends, and then and I just casually played 2K, casually just played Pro-Am, and then 2K19 pre-draft, I didn't really take it serious. It was just something to do, and it was fun, and I'm a competitor. Post-draft is when I started to take it a bit serious, and I started noticing I could play. And then around July, that's when I was trying to like get my life together, priorities, and get all that straight. And around July, I was about done with gaming. Period. Like I was ready to sell my PS4.
Gotcha.
And then August came around. I'm still playing 2K casually. It's a hobby, but like I'm about done video games. I'm just focusing on work and school. And then around August, I got this message from Ohio, and then he was like, I see you hooping out there, just know people are watching. Yes. And that caught my attention. And then as I kept playing, more people started talking to me, and I'm like, okay, this could be a real thing that could also help me in the future. So I took it serious from there.
Gotcha. Good thing you did. So let's talk about what happened during these tournaments. I wanna ask you a question. I know you got started playing in the tournaments when it first started. So how many tournaments did you actually play in before you actually got to the finals?
Before I actually won the tournament?
Yeah, before you got to before you won. How many finals or how many finals did you reach any finals before you actually won the actual tournament? No finals? No.
I played, I believe, in 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I played in 2 or 3, and then the next one came up, and I was added to that roster last minute. Like I was one of the last pieces. And then he told me what the 5 was, and I just hopped on.
Okay. So that team had already been rolling during the tournaments, and you were just added piece. What'd you say, about quarterways through, midways through? We still have like 3 or 4 tournaments left. So you would say it was about halfway through?
It was about halfway through the process. Yeah, I just finished the tournament, and I needed a new team, and then they were actually putting together 5.
Okay.
And all they needed was a lock and a 2, and they just hit me up, and then we just went from there. We've never played together before. We just hopped on and did the best we could, and the outcome was we all got a draft spot.
So you played in about 3 tournaments before you actually won?
Yeah, about 3.
So when you finally reached the tournament, the finals, were there any nerves involved? No nerves involved?
No, actually, this is actually how it happened. This was the highlight of my pre-draft, and to me, it's my highlight. It was in the semifinals of Game 1, best of 3, Game 1, and we were getting killed. Like I believe we had 28 points in 3 quarters, and I was like, okay, I can't watch this anymore, And I called a play for myself to end the 3rd quarter. I hit that 3. Okay, now we're down 9. And then we start off the 4th quarter. Now we're down 11. I was like, I can't, all or nothing. Just go for it.
Right.
Next thing you know, I hit 3 threes in a row, and now we're all back. And then I took over like the first 2 or 3 minutes was all me, and then my teammates just followed along. And And then we actually had a clutch block to end the game by Logic Stark. If anybody wants to go see that, please check it out, because the guy had a shot creator badge, he had a step back, and he had a perfectly timed jump, blocked it, and that was it. And we already told each other, if we can steal this game, we will sweep. And then as soon as we got past that, the finals came around, there was nothing, because we already played our toughest battle of the tournament.
I see, knowing you don't know how much I pay attention to you, but I've paid attention to you throughout. And I know you're quiet, even especially up here, you were quiet when we were playing in Esposure. But I was checking you out doing that tournament run, and you were very vocal during those tournaments. So I did notice that about you, which is a good thing, going forward in your career. So that's good. That's a good thing that you need to do, to be a communicator out there on the floor with your team. So I definitely noticed that. So now that you are eligible for the NBA2K League, there's a lot of mock drafts out in the community. Tell me, how do you feel about your position on some of these mock drafts, and how do you feel as a player? Does those mock drafts do anything for you? Do they mean anything for you, for a player like yourself?
Honestly, I haven't had a position in a mock draft.
Yes, you have. You was on what's his name? Big West. What you call it?
Big West. I didn't see his.
Yeah,
I didn't see Big West. I seen 2 mock drafts. One was only the first round. I wasn't there. I wasn't even in the conversation. And then the other one was streamed, and I wasn't even a part of that conversation either. So technically, I went undrafted in their mock draft. But mock drafts are all fun, and it's a long time from now to the draft. So I already know, like, after the combine, the winners tournament, the interview processes, all that will change. It's all fun. It doesn't bother me at all. It gives us something to do until the real process begins. I don't mind it at all.
Gotcha. So let's talk about over the summer we had the EEA 2K league that we had here at Esposure. 7-week league season that we had for you guys. So I want to ask you a question about that. Did that in any way, shape, or form help you prepare for this upcoming what you accomplished in the draft series tournaments that you just accomplished? Did playing in that season prepare you in any way for what you just achieved?
At that time, no, because that was gonna be like I said, I was close to selling my PS4. And then I actually joined that league at the very last minute, like 2 days before the combine. And then that was gonna be like, okay, finish this, win it, whatever happens, I'm done. School, work, sell the PS4. And then I started talking to more people. August came around. Next thing, like, yeah, you can do it. And then now carrying at the pre-draft, yes, it does help. And I actually believe it'll help me in the league if assuming we do play on stage, just having that in-person experience. And just being around people. We're all too used to being at home playing online. And then after that league, going home and then playing online, it felt awkward to me. So I actually fell in love playing in person and on the stage. So I am grateful for this league. Yeah.
So it did help you in that sense, that you prepare you for that stage presence, just being around that multiple people, the emotions behind that and everything of that nature. So it did help you in that sense. Gotcha. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk to you about is what do you want your fans to know? What do you want the GMs and coaches of the NBA 2K League to know about your personality, your game, and what you have to offer to an organization if you do get drafted?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, to everyone that's DM me, I really appreciate everyone. Like, I even had EU players talk to me, and they gave me some compliments that I couldn't believe it. And then I just try to stay humble through the process, and I appreciate everyone that's talked to me. As for the draft, playing wise, I believe I know what I bring to the table, and I actually bring a bit of versatility at the power forward, and maybe if at the point guard position, if you need emergency point guard. Honestly, my hopes is just have that one organization believe in me. I'm open to any organization that's interested in me. I want to welcome that in like a family. And as of what do I have to offer the organization, is I'm a bit older than the other players. I've been through life in any way you can think of. So I bring humbleness and maturity, and I understand the business, so I understand how everything works. But the biggest thing lately, like recently, winning on the court is important to me, championship, but also at the same time, I want to win off the court. I'm really interested in the business. I want to understand the content. I'm actually trying to talk to a few people and pick apart their brain. So how can I be invested not just as a player, but as a businessman in this league and maybe even other esports?
Okay, good answers. Talk to me about some of that stuff. That's why I say, man, I'm here to help all you guys, especially in the DFW area when it comes to all this stuff. Y'all don't know how deeply rooted to this thing that I am, man. I just keep quiet, but any of that stuff that y'all need help with, you can always reach out to me. I just have one last question. If you are selected as a six-man, how would you take that?
I would accept it, but I will also send a message across to not only the organization, but to the rest of the five that I'm still pushing for a starting spot. Okay. I'm going to apply just as much pressure as our opponent would, whether it's in practice or in games. Like, I'm not here to just sit. I'm a competitor. I came here to earn my money. I don't like anything being given to me. Right. No matter what position it is. Like, if anybody starts slacking, I'm letting them know, like, I'm coming for that spot.
Right. So you keep your ear to the community and your eyes on Twitter. So you know that's a big topic in the 2K league, because they want six-man to be, six-man. Don't even come in and cause no ruckus about trying to compete for a spot or anything like that. That's how most teams view their six-man. Six-man. That's why I asked you that question, because that's how most teams view their six-man. With me, I don't agree with that. I want the best five. If I'm a coach in the league, I want the best five. So I don't care, who that is. So that's why I want to ask you that question as far as, and you answered it. So that's great to know. Again, want to thank you guys for tuning in to another Esposure Productions interview. I'm with my man Nike Hoodii. Nike Hoodii, let them know where they can find you at on all your socials, my man.
So the best one, the main one you can find me at is Twitter at Nike Hoodii. Nike Hoodii with two I's at the end, NikeHoodii. That's the main platform I'm on, and I just want to thank again everybody that supported me and DM me and give me words of inspiration to keep going.
I am Coach King. You can find me on Twitter at Coach King2K. Until next time, peace.